Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of my journey to Platinum. Now in this game we are playing Lucian Leona against an Ashe Seraphine, so they do have a lot of CC, which is why you'll notice that I took the cleanse here. Taking a look at the rest of the team comps, it looks like they've got a lot of AD on their team actually, unless you include the Seraphine's AP damage and potentially the Teemo if he decides to go AP, which they generally do, but you see some attack speed on hit Teemos every so often. Our team, I would say, overall looks better. I would prefer our team comp, just because it's got like a tank in there and it's got some nice engage with Leona and Vi as well. But they do have the Yasuo, who if he gets ahead, then he can just be a real big pain in the butt, especially with his win wall. So we're just going to have to try and play around that this game. But looking at our lane, specifically Lucian Leona against Ashe Seraphine, they're going to look to poke us out, and we're going to look to be engaging and just going all in. So the idea for us is to not get poked out too early, not get poked out too much too early. So that'll sort of be mainly up to the Leona to play back a little bit at first, and me as well. But she's the one who's going to be doing most of the engaging in lane, in fact probably all of it. So yeah, something she needs to be aware of, and something that I need to play around if she decides to play a bit aggressive. But yeah, just leashing the buff, yeah, like we normally do. Okay, I don't see any random rune choices or anything on the enemy team. The weirdest one you could potentially say is the press the attack on Ashe, because generally she would want to go lethal tempo. And then on our team, I'm not sure if electrocute Vi is really a thing, but I mean I don't really play Vi, so I'm not going to argue the point. Now I'm just going to give up this farm there, because I don't want to take too much poke. And even just trying to get that one there, I took a W from Ashe. But it's okay, as long as we're getting the XP, in XP range at the moment, that's the main thing right now. Just stay out of the damage range as much as possible, I think. Because as I said, we want to be healthy for level 2, level 3 when Leona can actually start to engage. And then yeah, they have a Graves jungle, so I don't think we need to be too worried about him in terms of early ganks. But he will scale pretty decently as well. So we do need to be a little bit aware of that. Just get a Q off there. I was hoping I wouldn't take the W damage as well, but oh well. Okay, that's actually a lot of auto attack damage from her passive. I'm not really used to playing against Seraphine, so I'm not 100% sure on her damage numbers. But we do also have lifesteal and sustain in our runes, so if we can get some auto attacks off on the minion wave, then we'll be able to sustain that okay. Okay, so that's pretty good for our team that we managed to get that first blood. Okay. Okay, there goes Seraphine's Q. But nothing too big right now. Ashe did use her W there, but the Leona is standing pretty far back, so we can't really do too much at the moment. If the Leona was standing up a little bit further, then we probably could have gone on the Ashe there. But that's okay. So yeah, ideally we want Leona to go in once they've used their cooldowns a little bit. So when the Ashe doesn't have W or Seraphine doesn't have her root or Q or something. Yeah, unfortunately that didn't go very well right there, because the Seraphine did manage to land her root on me. Bit unfortunate there, and Graves is also actually in the area, so I could have probably done a better job at avoiding the Seraphine root there. Oh well. Okay, so Vi is coming in, but they do have vision, so I assume they will probably back off a little bit, but that will give me a chance to try and get some minions. Okay, I've got to stay back now as well, because we're still very low from that last trade. Definitely I should rest positioned a bit better in that one. Ashe is low on mana, so she can't do too much, but the Seraphine does have a decent amount of mana still, so luckily I did manage to avoid that Ashe W, and there goes the Seraphine ability, but yeah, just doesn't matter. Oh, that was unfortunate. Seraphine is going to tank a tower shot for that. Okay, we can follow up with this Vi here. So okay, I'm not going to follow that anymore. But thank you, Vi, for coming in there. Gives us a bit of breathing room. Okay, Graves is here. So we are just going to walk out of this. Okay, we are just going to flash. The Graves is going to flash on us too. So I don't think he'll be able to get us there. I can't really follow up with that because I am too low on health. And I have enough mana, but I'm too low on health. So looking at their team comp, I'm going to probably want the shield bow this game. Okay, he's just pinging me even though I had no HP. So we'll just let him ping away. But that's okay. Okay, so yeah, I could have fought that if I'd played the fight a little bit better, or if I hadn't pushed too far up. I hadn't chased the Ashe as much as I did, because it was the Graves that sort of came in and got some damage on me, which meant that I wasn't able to sort of carry on and try and fight that afterwards. Now the Ashe doesn't have any mana here, but the Seraphine does, so yeah, I still need to be careful with her. Okay, I did manage to get that, so that's good. And you'll notice that I did go with the Vampiric Scepter because of all the poke coming out in this lane. Now we'll ping the Leona to help us try and push this because the Ashe did back, so we want to try and get this under the tower if we can. Whether it will make it in time is another story, but hopefully it does, and it does. Good. So we're just going to get some damage off on the Seraphine there so that she can stay a little bit poked out. And we might try and get another Q off on her if she walks up. She can walk up close enough. She is going to get the root off there, unfortunately. Okay, we should be able to push this in though. Okay, now whether the Ashe tries to freeze it or not, we will find out in a second. Just ward this up, shoot the plant, just in case Graves tries anything funny over there. So they will push us over to go back into lane this way. Potentially we could have gone in there with Leona, but I wasn't 100% sure, and I was already most of the way over here, so I couldn't have followed up on it if she did decide to go in. Okay, do have my ult now, so we are up a level on the Ashe. But the Leona still isn't level 6. So just things to be aware of. Now we will try and hold this here a little bit. I don't have my flash, but I do have my cleanse. So if they do get any hard CC off or anything, then we can cleanse out of that. And we do get the Cloud Drake, not the best dragon for us, but it is still a dragon over them nonetheless. Missed that CS unfortunately. Well, that's okay. So the Ashe did hit level 6 by the way, so do need to be aware of her ult now as well. And it looks like there's a fight going on in mid lane with the Yasuo. Ooh, Zoe missed that bubble, not quite sure how, but hopefully it doesn't get a kill. Doesn't look like it did, but it looks like the Yasuo is going to live as well. Unfortunate. But hey, at least she didn't die for it. That is the main thing. Okay, we'll get that cannon minion, and one minion isn't going to be enough to slow push this or freeze it, so we're just going to throw that minion there. Ooh, unfortunately, that W also hit me. I will hope that the Leona can do something. The Seraphine is also level 6 now, so you need to be aware of that ult. We'll just go for that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I cancelled an auto there, unfortunately. Hopefully Leona can get that. She can. So I misplayed that. I accidentally cancelled an auto. But, oh well. That stuff happens sometimes. And yeah, because they both used their ults, I managed to get stunned even after cleansing as well because of the Ashe ult. A little unfortunate, but hey, that's just how it happens. I am a hit on CS and the Ashe didn't get the kill, so overall not too bad. Graves is around here, so Leona needs to be careful. Nearly got rooted by Seraphine there, and yeah, the Leona really just needs to get out of the way because Graves is around in the area. Unfortunately, Ashe walked in at that timing. And the Seraphine did flash for that as well. And yeah, there's the Graves. Okay, unfortunately Ashe got back at that timing. I probably should have expected it because she died around the same time as I did, so I guess it was pretty obvious that she would be in there around that timing. But, oh well. It's just a mistake on my part. Looking at how the rest of the team is going, mid lane is losing really hard, jungler's behind, and top lane is behind as well. So our entire team is pretty decently behind, unfortunately. And looks like they are really gunning for this bot tower. I don't think they will be able to get it. And it looks like Vi is coming in. Hang on, I did manage to land it. Oh, I don't know why Vi went that way. She definitely should have walked around. But that's okay. At least so we got a shutdown there. And we are going to push in this wave. Oh, okay. Bit of interesting lag there. But that's okay. So unfortunately they would have backed here, so we... Oh, or not. I'm kind of surprised the Ashe didn't just back there. But oh well. That's fine, I guess. So we are just going to push this wave in. Not necessarily 100% sure if that's the correct play to make right now. But that's what we're going to do for now, at least. Okay, try and get this under the tower a little bit. Now we can't really dive her, unfortunately. Oh, okay, she's just gonna... Yeah, they are really gunning for it again. So the Graves is just camping us right now. I'm just gonna flash out of here. The Vi is walking down, but I don't really have a lot up. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything. And I also don't have a lot of mana or health. Yeah, I think we honestly just give this tower. And then maybe try and get a kill with Vi over here, but it looks like they're warding it out, so... I'm sure we will be able to do that, to be honest. Oh, and they got rooted and ran out of mana. So just an unfortunate game all around right here. The Graves has been sort of camping us down bot lane. And just our engage timings haven't been that great, unfortunately. But hey. That's just the way it happens. Sometimes we've been having a lot of luck with the games we've been getting lately, so we're bound to get a bad one every so often. Thinking about how I could have been playing these things better, definitely positioning is a big thing against champions like Ashe and Seraphine. But just with the way this lane is, they were always going to be poking us out. So, and I even mentioned that right from the start of the game, but unfortunately we weren't able to avoid as much of it as I would have liked. Leona played a little bit scared throughout the whole lane, which was a little bit unfortunate as well. I was hoping that she would play a little bit more aggressive once she hit level 3 and everything. But again, that's just part and parcel of how some of these things go. And unfortunately I'm here with the Graves again. But yeah, I didn't expect him to be around in that area again. The Graves has just really got it bad for bot lane. And he's also got his full mythic item there with the Eclipse as well. So not really much I could do in that fight. I don't have heal or exhaust or anything. I had to cleanse because of the lane that we're against. Which that hasn't actually turned out to be beneficial at all, unfortunately. And now Yasuo is down here as well, and he's not super fed, but he's way too fed for me to handle being on 4. So yeah, we're just going to have to hope that the rest of the team can sort of carry us in this game. Looks like they're doing decently good things in the mid lane there. Zoe's got a couple kills off of that, and the Vi got a kill as well. So all I'm going to do is come back down here and try and get some more farm. The best thing I can do right now is to just try not to die too much more, because it looks like my team is starting to come back into it. So the worst thing I can do is just die. So I want to get the 600 gold so I can get to my mythic item, because the rest of the threats on their team basically all have their mythic item already. So I need to be able to keep up with that in the fights that I am going to be a part of. And with this, I will have my mythic item, so I will just back here and then get that. This game I will be going for the Immortal Shield Bow because we are very far behind. And they don't really have a lot of tanks that I need to DPS down or anything. I just kind of need to survive. And as I said, dying is probably the worst thing that I could do. But Zoe will go down here, just because of the situation that she's found herself in. She was on very low health, caught between Seraphine and Ashe. Not gonna surrender, I'm just gonna chuck that up there so that it doesn't tilt me or anything. We 100% aren't out of this game yet. Not with the amount of engage we have. They have decently good engage as well, the Seraphine and the Ashe. But both of them do rely on skill shots as well. Whereas we have the guaranteed CC from Vi's ult. And then we have like fairly guaranteed stuff as well from Machine. So we'll just ult that to get her out of the way. Try and scare her off a little bit. Unfortunately Teemo did get that kill up there and I can't really help with anything, so I will just try and... oh, and I might be in a spotter bother here. Oh, okay, he didn't hit that, so that's good. But I'm also very low now, and there's not a lot I can do, especially with Seraphine and Ashe. And then here's Graves right here. And unfortunately he did still manage to kill me there, but it's okay because Zoe managed to pick that up. A little bit unfortunate there. We'll pick up the Berserker's Greaves here and then start heading into the Ethan's Reaver. So overall not a very good game on my part. Leona hasn't been dying too much, which is good. It's mainly just me that's been doing the dying this game. So definitely not very good for me. My main issue this game was positioning. Definitely, I knew that this lane would be a very heavy poke one, but I definitely could have positioned better than I did. Teemo is very far ahead of me as well, so I can't really fight him. There's not really any other safe place to farm, so I will try and come up here and get this farm. Oh, unfortunately I didn't manage to get that either because I don't have a lot of damage because of the Mortal Shield Bow instead of Kraken Slayer this game. So the minion wave did get over here faster than I was expecting. If I looked at the map properly I would have noticed that, but again, just things to work on for next game. I'm not doing a very good job at noticing all of these things, so definitely this game is on me so far with most of the mistakes. But as I said before, hopefully my team can sort of carry me through this one. Because if we do win this game, then we will make it into Gold 2. Looks like there is a fight coming on over here. We also need to be very careful of this. Because there is an Ashe around there. I will dodge that ult there. And we'll just E4 and ult this. And get that kill. So the rest of my team were handling the others, so I had the freedom to sort of jump on the Ashe there. Dragon is coming up, so I'll just ping that, let my team know in case they didn't notice it. And overall this is going a lot better for us now. So just, if we keep this up, then we definitely are not out of the game by any means. Now probably we need to prepare for this dragon, so we will just back. But Seraphine is... looks like she's trying to stop us here. And she will temporarily. Oh, I'm out of mana. Unfortunately. I should have paid better attention to my mana pool. That's okay. Vi should be able to come around here potentially. But Graves is also right here now, so I will just dip. Hopefully that doesn't kill me with any residual damage or anything. Will the Yasuo flash? She won't. Actually, I need to leave even further now because they do have that Rift Herald. And I will just run back to base actually at this point because I'm already inside the base, so I think it will be faster. Zoe is picking up some kills now, which is really good. She's getting rather fed. So we're going to have to rely on her being the main carry, I think, this game, and probably Vi as well. Vi is doing decently well. Shen has had some decent ults as well. And just as I say that though, they've been, unfortunately, getting a couple of things here. I did manage to get the Yasuo shield there. Okay, he did pick that up. I'll just ult for this. Oh, Zoe's going to pick that up. Now I aimed that ult very badly, but oh well. Teemo unfortunately was able to sort of have fun splitting in the bot lane. But we did manage to kill the Graves and the Yasuo after they killed a couple of our team members, so could have been a lot worse. Could have also been better, but we have to kind of take what we can get now, and any even trades are actually good trades for us because we're behind. So again, my main goal is my main goal is to not die and to basically just farm as much as possible to try and like get myself back in this game. See if the Vi will give me the red buff. It looks like she will. Which is nice of her. I'm not sure if I would if I was in her position, but grateful. Okay, they're in the dragon pit, so I'll just take this red and then head on over. We did get them, and it looks like we will get the team over as well. Yasuo could just completely screw this fight for us though. Yeah, and he's going to. That's unfortunate. I don't really know why they tried to fight that dragon when there was everyone sort of around there. And does Yasuo have wind wall? No, so he should die there. Oh, not quite. And so he didn't manage to get the auto off. I thought that the Q from Zoe there would actually do enough to kill him, but unfortunately not, I guess. So here we only have enough money for one of these components, and unfortunately they did get the Ocean Drake there. Looking at their team, they do have some decent healing, I guess, for the Yasuo, and obviously from the Seraphine as well. So it might even be good to just pick up some Grievous Wounds just before we pick up these other components. Just because Grievous Wounds are very beneficial in the pre-season, because everything seems to have a lot of sustain. So we'll head up here just in case the Yasuo... Yeah, anyway, so we can't actually do anything there to help. I noticed that my Leona and Shen are coming down, but I think the Yasuo will have just probably left. There's no point in trying to stick around and do anything. He did in fact leave. He's up near the dragon pit now. So, unfortunate that the Vi got caught out there. Oh, and there's a Seraphine here. Okay, I will just hold for this. Unfortunately Shen took that, but that's okay. Again, I'm not doing the best this game, so I guess it's fine for the Shen to take that. Even though I did ult for it, but that's okay. At this point, I just want to be able to allow my team to carry. So if that means them taking a lot of the resources, then that's just how it is. So we'll make my way up to the top lane here. We'll get some health back from this Gromp as well, and some mana as well. So that will... Oh, there's someone around there. I think it was Teemo, but I am not going to walk over there because I did see him. So he's probably just waiting for me, which he was. So I was lucky that I spotted that out. Lucky that I noticed that one, even though there were a lot of things this game that I haven't been noticing. I can't actually ward out that Baron because I only have a normal stealth ward. They are just going to go right in there. Okay, I'm going to have to be careful here. I'm just probably dead here. Yep, I am. I'm just so far behind at this point that they can just one-shot me, basically. I don't think the Lucian really needed to ult the Zoe there, but I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. I will pick up this and I will sell my Orange Blade for the other component. I'm only 100 gold off of my essence reaper now, but also I don't think it's going to matter. I think this game will end up being a loss because the Graves at this point is too far ahead. And yeah, the team can also just split push for days. They just do overall too much damage, and they have too much CC from the Ashe and the Seraphine. The AoE CC is the biggest pain in the butt here. Unfortunately, even with the lockdown that we have on our team as well, because of the way I've been playing, they just sort of have gotten too far ahead, and I can't really do too much about it anymore. And because I'm so far behind, it's like even if our Vi and our Shen get good engages, there's not really a lot of follow-up for them. So yeah, just something to take on the chin and try and adjust for next game. Yeah, not really too much else to say about that. So we will just go back into farming mode now, because things have calmed down a little bit. They are probably... Oh, well, the Yasuo's around here, but they are potentially near the Baron as well. Let's see. So we can't really go up and contest it even if they are on the Baron, unfortunately. So what I need to do now is just back and try and get my Essence Reaver, I think. Oh, but they did manage to land that on the Ashe, so they can also that. Unfortunately my ult was just barely in that window. Okay, we can actually get the Yasuo here, so maybe we can do something else with this. The Teemo is around though, so my autos aren't going to be able to do anything if he hits the blind on me anyway. Oh, okay. This is... yeah, Leon I think is dead here. Yep. So we do have a Ocean Drake coming up soon, but with what's going on right now, there's not really too much that we can do, I'm afraid. I don't have any way to turn this around on the Graves. The Zoe is flanking, but even with her flanking, I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with it. Now we'll go down here just temporarily to get to this farm, just so that they can't just go straight into the inhibitor without a wave. Not that it would really matter at this point. I can't defend it solo against them, so. But it also gets me gold, so again, just gotta work with what I've got right now. So I can go back and get this Essence Reaver, and then I will probably build into a... what's that called again? The Navarro Quick Blades is probably what I'll build into now. I will also swap out for my blue trinket, just so that I can ward at a further distance and ward out the Baron or the Dragon if they're on it. Now I do kind of want to go down and get this bot farm, but Teemo was also around there, and okay, I actually just kind of have to walk back to base, maybe? I will be able to lifesteal it if the Teemo pushes this in, but if I step on another mushroom then it's just, yeah, my Immortal Shield Bow is going to be propped. So I'm just going to play a little bit carefully around here. Looks like my team is looking to do something around the mid lane. Hopefully they don't die and they manage to get something, because I can't really do too much at the moment. I'm having to take care of this wave. And Teemo is also pushing up down, so I need to be aware of that. Again, I'm not really sure whether I can do anything to stop him, but I need to be around the area. Somebody needs to be around the area. And honestly, the best way we're going to win the mid fight is with Zoe anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about that right now, and I'm just going to focus on getting these minions. Okay, so Yasuo, actually the whole team is pushing up here now. Let's be aware of this, because they are all just gunning for our base. Okay, I can't really do anything to help them out at the moment, but all I can really do at the moment is try and keep these minions away. So they are going to be able to get that inhibitor, because they're all just going to gang up on it as a team. I will go back and get this crit cloak, heal up my mana a bit, and then they're probably going to start, they're going to probably clear out our bot jungle, and then probably try and get ready for Baron. I will head down to this bot wave. We do have wards around the Baron, so as long as we don't do anything too crazy, like this Shen looks like he might be doing right now. Or we might be catching the Graves out, I'm not 100% sure. We are definitely not catching the Graves out, they need to be careful. Unless the Zoe can land a very good, yeah, another. Unfortunately the Seraphine had a Zonya's there, so Zoe bubble was useless there. We'll get another point in my W, not that that really matters. And I will be, okay, I will be in the area if something happens, but yeah, I don't think we really want to be trying to pick a fight right now. Unfortunately Zoe did not manage to land that bubble. I will also step on a mushroom there, unfortunately. Oh, and okay, this is very unfortunate. I just need to kind of get out of here and hope Leona can catch up to me. I'm going to flash there. Okay, and because of Leona helping me out there and me kiting it decently enough, we managed to get that kill. Hopefully Shen can get out, but we need to get back to the base right now. Okay, no, Shen cannot get out of that. And Ashe is just pushing up to this inhibitor as well, which she will probably get that because I can't defend both at the same time, and Yasuo is also there getting that. So we will prioritise saving this tower. Or temporarily at least. Because, yeah, they are, I guess, still going to push for this. I'm surprised they're going for that tower instead when they could get the bottom one. But that's okay. I will not complain about it. There's still no, that means that we can still keep that tower up. Okay, now I did get a lot of shotgun gold from killing that Graves. I can also nearly get my quick blades. So I will go for this wave down here and then try and get the quick blades. The Baron is up and the Dragon is coming up soon. They're probably on the Baron, honestly. But again, not really much we can do about that right now. All I can do is try and defend this base the best that I can right now. Okay, so I will go back and get the quick blades. And then hope that my team and I can pull a rabbit out of a hat in some kind of fight near one of the objectives. So now that I've got my quick blades, I've got 3 main items, 3 core items. At some point, if the game goes late enough, I potentially will swap out my shield bow for the Kraken Slayer. But at the moment, I just need to survive. And just hope that my team can carry me through the mid-game. Okay, so I think they are more setting up around the dragon at the moment. But I can't walk into this area because I'm obviously very far behind. And yet there's the Graves. And I can't do anything against that Yasuo right now because he has his normal up. And for some reason, I'm not sure if the Leona got hit by the Ash ult or something. But she was standing still for a very long period of time. And yeah, not much we can do here. So now they get that dragon for free. And they can probably actually push to end the game, honestly, because we don't have people up for a decently long time now. And they just get Ocean Soul so they can just sustain through anything that Shen or I manage to do. I will ping for help, even though the Shen probably can't do anything around here at this time. But hey, just an unfortunate game. We're bound to get these. I say every so often, but we're bound to get a lot of these games in reality. So I will go for another longsword and try and restore my mana here for this fight. Now I don't have flash, but I do have everything else up. So we just need to try and clear out these minions because they are going to get that inhibitor. They're just going to triple inhib us. Not much we can do to stop that, unfortunately. We can get rid of these mushrooms. And then, yeah, unfortunately they will be heading towards that Baron, I would say. I've said that the Yasuo is just sort of stalling the time right now. Because we do have to just clear out these minions from our base. The only good thing about this is it does get us a lot more gold income. But as I said, it's at the point now where they've got 3 of our inhibs, or 2 of them now because one of them is respawned, that we won't be able to defend against the push anyway. So we just need to try and get as much of this gold income from these minions as we can, as quickly as possible, before they just push into our base and kill us all. They did just kill our Leona, so I think that signals game there, because they're also all just pushing into us with the super minions here. And honestly, I don't think that we can defend against this. I'll ult for this, just to try and clear out the waves and get as much damage on this Seraphine as possible. But yeah, at this point, there's not really anything I can do. I'm too low health. And yeah, that's game. So overall I take most of the blame for that game on myself, because of my positioning in lane and stuff like that. Definitely could have been better, but it was generally just a pretty hard lane to go against as a Lucian, because of the immense amount of poke that was in the lane. I will give the honour to the Zoe, because she definitely did try and pull that back, and she definitely did a lot in the mid-game. I did manage to reduce my amount of deaths in the late game a bit, but it's still, obviously by that time, they were so far ahead that it just wasn't enough, and as you can see in the damage charts, like, it just didn't do enough damage. So, unfortunate game, but hopefully we can do better next time. I hope you guys still enjoyed the video anyway, and hope you'll tune in next time. Thank you for watching.